Hello, I'm having a brand new beer from Trillium. It's Coconut PM Dawn, their coffee Imperial Stout. I guess they call it just an American Stout. It's only 9%, but that's pretty strong. They've never done the coconut version before, and it's in cans, which is great. So I was able to get a couple of them. So I used to call this like one of my favorite coffee stouts. I think it was the first cold brew coffee stout I ever had, and I really like the use of cold brew in these beers because it doesn't add a whole bunch of bitterness and acidity that hot brewed coffee does, or throwing the beans into a hot beer. There are a lot of different malts in this beer, a lot of dark ones, like these Black Patent, which is the darkest one, and roasted barley, but maybe not a whole bunch of it because I remember this beer being still kind of sweet, not overly roasty and bitter, and the addition of toasted coconut, that's what they use in this. Should make it really good. It's getting pretty darn good reviews. Might be the highest rated PM Dawn variant. Wouldn't be surprised. And I'm using my big wacky glass. What's nice is that you can see in the stream there is that it's not like Trillium's hoppy beers. It's not it wasn't hazy in that stream, but whoa, big head there. It looks really good. Ooh, I'm smelling the coconut already. The question is, will it be kind of suntan lotion like? A lot of people don't like coconut beers because they aren't huge coconut fans, and they think it reminds them of, sunscreen that's coconut scented. But I'm a big fan. I love Mounds bars and Almond Joys, so hopefully this is something like that. The coffee, when you get a big inhale, the coffee and the roasted malt is very strong, but from afar I did get a coconut thing off the bat. Now, it seems blended in there pretty well. It's not, hidden completely. It's in there. But you gotta get a good whiff, but it's almost like if they made like a Mounds bar with extra dark chocolate and, coffee grounds in the chocolate or something. I'm not sure which coffee variety they used in this, but it smells real roasty. It smells like a espresso with some coconut milk to smooth it out or something. The head's dying down pretty quickly though. It's big bubbles. It's kind of spritzy head. So yeah, head doesn't look super great, but I know when you're dealing with all these weird additions and strong beers, it could mess with the head. Ooh yeah, lots more coconut in the flavor, and sweeter. Really nice mouthfeel. The mouthfeel makes it seem like it's stronger than 9% because it's so full. Then it finishes with more coffee roast. That's really nice. This is a good dessert sort of pastry stout. That's not ridiculously strong and ridiculously expensive. It is $22 for a 4-pack of this, but a lot of places would charge you $10 a can or something. I was able to buy a single can of this for like, what is it, $5.50, $5.55 with the deposit, which I think is definitely worth it. This is delectable. And a complex malt flavor too. And it's not just like just coffee and coconut in a syrupy beer. It almost has a molasses, like intense caramelization in there. It tastes like burnt sugar. It tastes like there's almost creme brulee, like a coconut creme brulee note. Very caramely for sure. And there's no lactose in this, and they definitely don't need it. It's sweet enough and creamy enough already. This is pretty close to some of the Treehouse sweet adjunct Imperial Stouts I've had, and Treehouse doesn't do anything that's actually super duper strong. Most of their sweet stouts are 7 to 9%. So this is very, very comparable. Yeah, the head and some elements of the carbonation and feel aren't quite as nice as Treehouse, but even though it is kind of spritzy, it still has a lot of nice weight on the tongue, and it's really, really on the edge of being velvety. And there are some slight nutty notes too in there. It does taste like a lot like eating an almond joy and drinking some really good dark coffee. But the bitterness level is really low, even though it is quite roasty, almost smoky, almost wood. Like, it actually reminds me of, you know, toasting marshmallows on a wood fire. It has that awesome woodsy, toasty, but sweet note. But then you put coconut on top of that. It's really, really nice. I highly recommend getting this. I think they still actually have it in stock at Trillium, but I bet it'll sell out soon. I'm surprised it didn't sell out more quickly. Let's see what happens with the swirl. Okay, it doesn't really do much headwise, but I don't really mind because the feel is still pretty good. It's not over-carbonated where it messes with the full feel. But at this age, it's like super fresh. Let's see. It is less than 2 weeks old. I think it's 13 days old. So the coffee is really exploding in the aroma. Maybe I'll age my other can a little while and see if I can get that to mellow down a little bit. Because that's the biggest part of the aroma, but then the flavor is just so chocolatey and coconut rich. It's very nice. I would give this 4.25 at least. Yeah. And even though it is rather sweet and strong, I can't stop sipping it. And I didn't even mention anything about booze or heat. It's not boozy. It is a quite well-made beer. The only thing is, like, carbonation head are, you know, not the most luxurious, not the best quality, but it's not messing up other stuff in it. Highly recommended.